Hello, style rebel and femalepreneurs, solopreneurs, women on the go, badasseries. I am so excited to be here, and I first want to apologize because this was supposed to start today at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time, as usual, inside of the Style Rebel Mama page. If you're watching on there right now, but I got caught up getting my hair done. so, um, so again, I apologize, but I'm glad that I finally made it on because perfect segue, I guess, into talking about showing up on camera, on live stream, on video conferences in a way that shows that you have confidence, that you do it with ease, and that you're also enjoying your time while on camera, even if it's for business. So, I want to start off by asking you if you currently do any live streaming. Do you go live on this platform, maybe on IG, TV? Are you on Zoom? Are you on Microsoft Teams or any other sort of video conference calls? So let me know how often, how many times a week are you live on camera? I'd love to know. So for me, I would have to say per day, it's at least 3 because I am in constant video conference calls. And I'm live on video. I do not shut my camera off. To me, it's just honestly, quite frankly, I think it's a little bit rude unless like I'm eating or something, or I'm in some sort of mastermind meeting where most of us are doing that. But typically my camera is on. So for me, it's really important to, after I do my morning routine, to get dressed with a real outfit, because I just never know when a client is going to call me and say, hey, can we hop on Zoom really quick? Or, I have to do a quick tutorial video for one of my students inside of the Splash Marketing Collective. Or maybe I just want to show up and show, a new color combination of outfits to show all of you. So that would be my number one tip, is to make sure to put on some sort of real outfit every single day, even if it's from the waist up. Okay, so that's what we're going to talk about today. I'm going to share with you some tips that I share with my own personal brand style consults and students that I mentor, other female entrepreneurs, consultants, coaches, direct sales women, even realtors that I've mentored and help them through their social media marketing, their presence, but also how you show up on video and on camera. So I'm going to share with you the tips that I share with them. And if you're hopping on, please do not be shy. Say hello and let me know. Once again, let me know how often, how many times a week do you typically go live on video, and any type of video. It could be live streaming or a video conference or something like that. I'm really curious. I'd love to know. And I do want to say first, before we officially get started, that if you are brand new to Style Rebel Mama or Stylishly Branding, welcome. I'm so happy that you're here. I'm so happy that you found me. Just to tell you a little bit about myself, is my name is Ginna Tassinelli. On Style Rebel Mama page, I'm known as the Style Rebel Mama, but my real human self is Ginna Tassinelli, and I am not only a personal stylist and image consultant to female entrepreneurs and women on the go, but I'm also a personal brand stylist, personal brand mentor, social media marketing strategist, and I am the owner and founder of Hype Media and Stylishly Branding. So I work with women to not only help you rediscover your personal style, but to help you align that style with your brand, with your business. And then I show you very practical and realistic ways to show up on social media without feeling like you have to constantly be on. So this is really an important topic, I think, especially nowadays with how often we are having to show up on camera, right? So let me open up my notes because I will forget, and I love to chat. So I'll just keep talking and I will totally get off topic. But if you have any questions while I'm sharing some of these tips, or you have any suggestions, drop them in the comments below. Please do not be shy. I love to hear from all of you. And if you're watching this on the replay, I always come back and I answer all of the comments and I will say hello too. So, all right. So number one thing that I mentioned was show up, meaning get up every day and put on an outfit, okay? Even if you maybe have plans to work out later, or maybe you take care of that early in the morning. You do your, whatever your morning routine is. After that, try and put on a real outfit. Now, I'm not saying that you need to be suited up in a blazer all day, every single day. Not at all. This is my outfit for today. I've got leggings on right now. They're actually legging skirts. It's like a skirt attached to the leggings. And then this very casual sweater. And I do have this is kind of like my take on pearls today, because today is a very special occasion, as many of you know. So I am styling some of my pearls and some earrings, a little bit of makeup. I do have a bold lipstick on because I'll tell you what, if you want to find a quick way to get ready without feeling like you have to put on, a full face of makeup, put on a bold lip. And that really helps. A little bit of blush, some mascara, and you are good to go. So number one, show up with an outfit. And even if it's just from the waist up, you never know what happens. Maybe a client calls and they need to get on a Zoom call. You're ready to go, right? Or maybe you need to run out last minute and do something. You are ready to go. So that would be my number one tip. What that also does for you is that it helps you and it gives you that attention, that presence in a room, in a virtual room, okay? If you're looking like a hot mess, and what I mean by that is, say your hair isn't brushed well, or I wear messy buns all the time, but it looks nice and it looks classic, and it's totally okay because I've got my earrings on, I have a little bit of makeup, and nobody can tell that I didn't really have time to do my hair. I just put it up in a nice bun or a ponytail and I'm good to go. But it does give you that executive presence when you are on live streaming or in a virtual conference room. And so you want to come across to those that you are speaking to virtually that you took some time to get ready. And so again, number one tip, put on a real outfit. Number two is glam up a little bit. And again, this ties into my number one tip of showing up, but your clothes and your image do speak volumes. As much as we want to say, oh, I don't care what people think about me or what people say about me. Yes, you do. And it's not just really only about what others think or how they perceive you, because by the way, you have about 5 to 7 seconds to make a first impression, but it's about how you feel about yourself. So it definitely shows it shows on the outside how you are clothing yourself, how you feel on the inside. It really does. So by glamming up a little bit, that really also goes a long way in helping you feel more confident and more in control when you are inside of that virtual conference room or live streaming event. Number three is to sit up, sit nice and tall. Okay, so one thing that I share with my students, and when I'm doing any sort of training on how to go live, is to try to have your camera either at eye level or just a little bit above eye level. Do you ever notice when you're maybe watching a live video and the person, like, you are looking down at, you can see like inside of the person's, well, either way, you're looking up and you're seeing inside of their nostrils, or they're like looking down, right? And it's it's kind of an awkward look. So you want to make sure that the camera is either eye level with you or just a little bit higher. The other thing together with that is to make sure to look straight into the lens. So if you see me looking that way, it's because I'm not looking in the lens. If you see me looking like this, it's because I'm staring at the screen. I'm staring at myself. I try as much as possible, and it's challenging not to stare at yourself on the screen. But when you look straight into the lens, it lets people know, it gives them the impression that you are speaking directly to them. So you see, I'm looking straight into the lens and I'm speaking directly to you. So try to do that as much as possible, unless of course you're reading and you have some notes. And I also tried to have my camera propped up right on my laptop if I'm using my laptop like I am today. And then my notes are on my laptop. So and I try to put them as close as possible to the top of my laptop so that I can, kind of stare at the lens and at my notes at the same time. So that's one way to do it. Some people also will print out notes or an outline and then they'll tape it behind their camera or somewhere really close to also give that impression that you're still consistently looking into the camera. The next thing is that you want to make sure that you light up, that you have the right amount of light. So you always want to have the light behind your camera, not behind you, because if you put it behind you, it's going to be just dark. The viewers are just going to see a darker shadow, and they're not going to be able to see that clearly, right? So we want people to see us clearly, even if we're just on a Zoom call. It's still, it's easier. It's not as distracting. So having a light behind the camera is really helpful. I have right now a Diva Light, and I'm going to actually show you. So I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to show you the real behind the scenes versus what you actually see here. You ready? Okay. So check this out. Now it's kind of a mess right now, okay? Because I've got tons of papers to my right. So no judgment, no judging on this, but this is a for real setup when you're having to work from home. Okay. So I'm going to move my camera around. So, I'm in a part of my bedroom. So you see this? So this is my laptop. Here's my laptop. There we are. I am sitting in front of a window. That is the best possible light that you can get on any sort of live streaming or video conference call that you're doing. All right. And then you saw my big Diva Light. It's actually on right now because it was a little bit cloudy. But that Diva Light is amazing. Now, you don't have to go out and buy these, buy a big Diva Light like that if you're tight on money. That one was about $76 or so on Amazon. The other option, if you can't sit in front of a window, is to use one of these fun little selfie lights. And this actually will clip right on a laptop. It'll also clip onto a phone, which is really helpful. And it's got quite a few different settings. Okay. So this is something great that's easy for travel too. If you are out and about and you want to go live for a minute, or you need to get on a video conference call and you need some light. These things are very handy. I got this on Amazon, I think for maybe about $10. So yeah, definitely check one of these out if you're, needing some extra light, or a Diva ring light. So this one is about 18 inches in diameter, and I found it on Amazon. There's different brands. If you guys want to know the brand of this one, because it was actually one of the more inexpensive ones, and I've had it for 3 years and never had any issues. It also comes with 2 umbrellas. So if you need to have light bouncing off certain places, the umbrellas are great, and those come with bulbs as well. But just let me know if you want the link to that. I do have an Amazon affiliate link that I can drop for you. Just say the word light, and that way I know that you're interested in knowing more about that light. So that would be my tip number 4. And then tip number 5 is speak up. Speak up, contribute your thoughts, share your thoughts. You know, let your voice be heard. The more that you can partake on video, the more engaging you're going to be, the more people are going to want to connect with you. So this is especially true if you're inside of a networking, virtual networking conference call or meeting or luncheon or anything like that. Speak up. Make sure that people can hear you. They can get to know you. They hear your voice. They can get to know your personality. And when you're able to speak up, and also something that's really important is to use headphones or earbuds or headphones that you can, put into your laptop. That's really important. I don't know if you hear it right now, but my laptop typically sounds like it's going to blow up. Like the fan is constantly running because it works hard for me with so many things going on. So if I didn't have my earbuds in or these little, if I didn't use something like this, all you would hear is that fan in the background. And I'm sure you have in the past. And it's kind of annoying. It's even worse if you're on a Zoom call or inside of Teams or anything like that. So try to put on some earbuds or headphones and let your voice be heard. And then the last thing, so a little bonus extra tip is use a nice background. Now, if you're on Zoom, there are virtual backgrounds that you can use. The only thing that I find kind of annoying about those is that if you don't have if you're not behind or in front of like a solid color wall, they won't show up that well. And the other thing is if you move a certain way, you kind of like start to blend in with it, like you're melting into the virtual background, which is kind of weird. So this is actually a fabric custom made background. It looks very real. So one of my friends actually creates these, and she's got some that are already pre-made. I also used to buy the vinyl ones that were pretty inexpensive off of like Amazon for like 12 bucks, 14 bucks. There's different sizes, but those don't last that long. Like I would say maybe a few months, and then they start to get creases in them unless you keep it up all the time. So something like this is really awesome because it doesn't wrinkle, it's not going to tear, it's not going to wear. And so I absolutely love this. So if you're interested in knowing more about these backgrounds, just say backgrounds and I'll drop you the link. The pre-made ones run around like 35, 40 bucks. So also not super expensive. So I hope that this was helpful to you all. You guys have a beautiful day and I will see you next week. Bye.